Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more UberRussia in Europa Universalis IV. So I wonder how many times I've started a video by saying I probably do it a lot. I changed the key binding for terrain from simple terrain map mode to regular terrain because it looks so pretty with the winters. You can actually see how harsh the winter is based on the way that the map looks. This one tells you what it's normally going to be, but this one kind of shows you what it currently is, which looks beautiful, and so we should use it. I'll probably still occasionally need to go down here and actually find the simplified terrain map mode so I can like kind of visualize where the battlefields need to, the battle needs to take place. But you can still see that just by hovering over it. You can see steps, 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 desert. Like, I might be able to avoid doing it too often, and like this one's probably going to be mountains, right? Yep, you can kind of tell by the fact that there's mountains on the terrain. And it's just a very, very pretty map, so we should use it more often. How's that sound? Also, we got to use political map mode, of course, as well. Right, so where did we leave off last? Well, we're at war with the Oirat. We have high enthusiasm because we're awesome. They have low enthusiasm because it's winter, and they've been suffering a lot of attrition. How are we doing on relative strength? It's pretty good. It's pretty very good. Where are all of these troops at that I supposedly have? Perhaps we should go and fight them now. I think we should. Yep, let's do that. Cologne has accepted peace. Utrecht became a vassal under Burgundy. His name is Seaman. Yep, his name is Seaman Dukovsky. Seaman. Now, I don't know what nationality this man is, but I still find it funny that someone would name their son Seaman. You might as well just name him Sperm. And then Pedot. It just probably offended all kinds of people who are named Seaman. Are there a lot of you? I'm sorry, I didn't know. I mean, Boris, that's a very Russian name in my mind. Boris sounds great. Seaman, not really what comes to mind when I think of Russians. That sounds really bad. Alright, well, we have 2 more ideas to go till we'll knock out the extra conversion. No, actually, that's not true. We already got the extra conversion speed. Ah, yes, it is. 2 more, and then we get this one, which gives us more missionary strength. I knew we got something good when we finished it. We're going to go ahead and see if we can kill this army. 9th and 6th of August. No, they're going to be too fast. Okay, we'll just ignore it then. And you're going to go to Tomsk, so we'll let you do that, and then we'll try to... it's just a single cavalry. I'm surprised he's doing that. What if we go this way now? We can be there by the 7th. It's close. I'm going to send half of them this way. We're on patch 1.11.3 now. They've been having lots of little fixes here and there. Tomsk, Ket. Okay. Why don't we pretend like we're going this way, see if you'll stay put. Now we can go after you. You're going to be gone by the 28th. 7th. So we're going to catch that army. You're going to be sitting right there, and we'll kill that army. Cool. You can move to Tomsk. So, I learned something, and I'm surprised, because, I play this game a lot, and I should probably know it by now, but did you know that you have 100% local reinforcement? I've always thought that, like, the further you got away from your territory, the lower the local reinforcement rate is. But what's actually been happening, and the reason kind of that it made me think that, is that there's an extra variable. It's your land leader maneuver score, and I didn't know this. So apparently, in addition, and it doesn't tell you, of course it doesn't tell you, it just says maneuver. The maneuver increases the movement speed of units controlled by this leader. It also increases the trade power when on a trade mission, lowers attrition, and makes the leader more likely to fight in favorable terrain. Do you have any idea how old that tooltip is? You're not more likely to fight in favorable terrain. There is no difference in terrain. There's only one type of terrain. So they haven't updated this thing in for ages, right? It also doesn't make any sense when you're talking about land leaders, because they can't increase trade power. There's no trade mission for land leaders. But anyway, my point is, land leader maneuver, every pip not only increases the, reduces the unit weight by 1, which is good for avoiding attrition, not only helps you to avoid river crossings and strait crossings, but also increases the local reinforcement rate by 10%, which is really good. So that means that even if we're in offensive territory, let's say, okay, it's 100% in your own territory, it's 50% everywhere else, whether it's a vassal, whether it's a personal union, an ally, an occupied holding, anything, it's 50%. Incidentally, it's 10% in uncolonized land. But anyway, so you'll be at 50%, right? You move into enemy territory, 50%. But if you have 3 maneuver, it's 80%. It's really worth, it's pretty good. It's pretty good to know. Of course, we're actually at 133% because we've got supply trains, which is cool. But anyway, it's just something that I learned, and I thought I'd talk about it. I don't care how many cavalry you have, we are flanking you. We've engaged the enemy. Alright, you're going to move into there. And actually, we're going to leave some behind. We're going to have you go back to West Tungska. Yeah, so like here you can see we are at, since this is not our own territory, right? It's occupied territory. It's at 50% plus 80% equals, sorry, 50 plus 30 equals 80. Whereas these armies are at 50%. So we should get, let's see if we can do the math on this. We have one regiment that needs to recover. You would expect 50% of the max, which is 10 right now, to be 5%, which would be 50 troops. But we get an extra 33%, so 50 times 1.33 equals 66.5 rounded out, and that's why it's going to reinforce at 66 men. That's pretty cool. So that flat 33% is in addition to, it doesn't like, normally if like, okay, let's say you have, if this guy was actually in our own territory, you can't go above 100%. You can't just like have, oh, I have 6 maneuvers, so I've got 160% reinforcement. No. But the defensive mentality thing, the thing that comes from there, ooh, drunken taxes, that's not going to be good. That can increase it above 100%. Alright, so we got to pay attention to these rebels. What's up with this? Now the thing is that they're trying to rebel in like the occupied territory here. So you're telling me I got to pay harsh treatment to lower the likelihood of rebellion of rebels that are not even like my rebels technically? I mean, they are. Maybe we should just back off this land, actually. You know, if they're going to rebel at 90%, they're going to crush whatever army they spawn on. And they're pretty likely to spawn. I mean, there's a pretty good chance. 20% chance each month. 20% chance they spawn in like 4 or 5 days. Kuznetsk, that one, okay. West Tungska, that one. Novosibirsk, that one. Yes, yep. I have a feeling our army is just about to get caught out, and I hope that it doesn't stack wipe this little guy. Well, let's find out what happens. Scorched Earth has expired. We've maxed out relations with Poland. We're trying to achieve religious unity right now. We're working on it. I think we're going to get there pretty quick. So the question is, let's say that since they're rebelling kind of against me, but also kind of against the other guy. Supply limit's 17. That's okay, that'll be fine. If I let them rebel, they're going to try to siege the land down. They're going to increase autonomy upon siege success. I wonder, though, if they're going to end up going to the Oirat and being the Oirat's problem. Probably not. I don't think that's how it's going to work, but I know they're going to rebel. So we're going to let them. I'm going to balance these two armies out. Still one of my favorite things to do. I love having my balanced armies. Come on, guys, 20% chance. Ooh, Grand Banks Fisheries. Fishing expeditions are headed towards these waters in greater numbers. So, are you telling me that fish got more expensive? Grand Banks Fisheries reduced the value of fish. Really? That sucks. I think we actually produced quite a bit of fish. You know what would be cool is if on like your production tab, I assume there's an actual production tab, right? I don't even know what these things are called. Maybe in the economy tab, you can actually see like what all the different like a summary of the different goods that you produce. That'd be kind of neat. Well, we're not gaining any war exhaustion because we're awesome and we're super happy about being part of our country. We do have ticking war score, don't we? Actually, no. The war goal was show superiority. And we've only won 50% of the battles. Still, they're getting beaten up by the Timurids. What did I decide I wanted to do? Like, I really want to do something about these peasants. Could you please rebel so that I can, like, make a move and do something? Tell you what, I'm going to start sieging back 2 of the provinces. Just 2. Actually, you know what? We're not getting any attrition. Sorry, any war exhaustion. We're barely losing out on any income by having it be occupied. No, what? You know, the thing is, I think that they will still be my problem if I let them rebel. So we should take the land back. And we'll just let this length of war thing go down. We're going to let them get wrecked. And then eventually we'll move in, and I think we'll take a couple of these little provinces down here. These silly little Buddhists. They're going to be easy to convert, aren't they? Oh, hey, we have navies. Alright, that's good. We need an advisor. Land maintenance modifier guy. He's not going to save us very much money. Force limit guy, Boris. Yeah, we don't want to hire Seaman. Or whatever his name was. Oh, maybe we do want to hire Seaman. I don't know. How much money are we making? Barely enough. Okay, we'll stick away from the diplomatic guy. We're already ahead of tech on that anyway. Come on, drunken peasants. Rise up. Show me how strong you are. The Oirat will be forced to give the Timurids 10% of their income. They will cede 1 province to the Timurids, and they will pay 80 ducats. That's it? Timurids, you're as strong as you are? Oh, I see. You've got rebel problems of your own. Kivin nationalists. Timurid pretender rebels. I see why you wanted out of that war. Yeah, you had won it for sure, but you didn't want to continue it. Okay. Seems fine. We occupy all of Kazakh. We occupy parts of Oirat. So we're going to want to... Let's see. Assuming we actually wanted to peace out. From Kazakh, I think we want to give back the core. Wish you weren't Sunni. I think we give a bunch of that land to them. They're not very interested in fighting me. I'm way stronger than they are. Ha ha ha. We could totally make a few more infantry. Who needs anything but infantry when you're UberRussia? We'll go up to our force limit just to show our peasants and vassals and stuff how strong we are. Ooh, it's the Evangelical Union. After Emperor Regency Council rejected the Protestants' confessional positions at the Imperial Parliament, the Protestant Imperial Estates formed the League of Schmalkalden. With a joint armory and treasury and seeking ties abroad, the German Catholic states, feeling threatened by this new alliance, have regrouped into a Catholic League. Alright, we're gonna have the League stuff's about to start. We could join if we wanted to. Could become part of it. I mean, we're Jewish, so we don't really care, but totally take the inflation. I think we can handle that. Still going up a bit, but soon, if we wanted to, we could start building the... where is it? I think it's like the level 3 building? Yeah, the counting house. Whereas Admin Tech 11, we're at Admin Tech 10 right now. So soon, if we wanted to, we could start building the counting house. If we build 10 of these, then our yearly inflation reduction will double. And we'll have minus 0.2 per year inflation reduction, which would be enough to cover our gold mines. So that would be good. We might need to do that eventually. Okay, Croatia, Aachen, Spain has joined. Great Britain. We'll take a look at this from time to time. Hey, we've changed the culture. Are we working on any other culture conversion? You know what, let's make... Well, I wish that this interface was a little bit more customizable. Like, I like this pop-up, right? But for me, I'd like it to be like right here. Like, I want this to be smaller, and this to be right here. And then the wars could be over here. Like, the whole thing should just be more movable. You know, it's like the year 2015. Like, we should have more customizable games. Don't you think? That's not an attack against Paradox or any one person or group of people in particular. It's just I think we should have lots of flexibility with games these days. That's what people want. They want modability. I mean, that's what I want at least. I shouldn't speak for all people, but I want customizability. I want modding. I want games that are good on their own right? But also, I think a lot of developers in general just need to recognize that when you take a look at like the success of like say something like Dota or even League of Legends, which is a spin-off from the Dota MOBA, it's like, you know, you can create this really good game, but player-generated content is always going to be more than what the game makers can make. Like, Johan had posted a thread in the EU4 subforum about how, you know, there's always going to be major bugs on releases. And it's because the QA team only has so much time, and they've got this many people, and they work this many hours, and you compare that to the amount of hours of play that people are putting into these games when they're actually playing them. It's like 20,000 hours in like a day or something ridiculous. And that's a good point. You know, it's like there's just so many more players playing the game than beta testers or QA testers can test. But that kind of same logic holds true for, like, you know, making the game customizable. Like, the more modding support gamers have, the better they're going to make the game, because they've always got more ideas than the developer does. And, you know, of course, the company in general, any company, needs to keep a lot of their stuff closed source because it's proprietary, right? That's how they make their living. That's how they make an income. But the more stuff becomes open source, and like the easier it is for modding and customization, I think the better. So it's one of the things that I really like about City Skylines, in fact. Look at this. This is so silly. I occupy land that I don't even know about because my vassals are transferring occupation to me. They should really, like, you should at least have the Terra Incognita revealed if a vassal explores it and occupies it for you. I mean, eventually I'm going to move in there and siege it, but not until, you know... Oh, hey, they're fighting. There's a battle happening right now as we speak. I can't even see that it's happening, but it's Oirat. We're not losing any troops, so I'm guessing, are you in another war? Indeed you are. You're a defender against Manchu in the Manchurian Conquest. I love that. Every time I see the word Manchurian, it makes me think of that movie, Manchurian Candidate, which I never actually watched. I just like the name. Okay, they're going to siege that back. That would be less than ideal. Hey, Sibir. Sibir, what are you doing? Sibir's being supportive. Sibir, be aggressive. Get out of there. Come on, let's go do something. Go kill that army. You can handle that. Your 2-2 leader. Go put your 2-2 on and fight him. Choctaw have declared war on Chickasaw. It's not very nice of them. New World. Feels like the game's running a lot better, by the way. I wanted to just comment on that. I know the last couple of, I don't know, 10 or 20 videos I've been complaining a lot about how well the game runs, and I don't know what it was, but I think somewhere along the way, in one of these little tiny patches that they've done, I think the game is now running much, much better, so I'm happy about that. Because it was really, truly running like crap. Like, really, really bad, and I hated it. Alright, the Mamluks will be forced to give the Ottomans some of their money. Dol-Qadir will cede Maros. Mamluks will cede land to the Ottomans. So the Ottomans have finally started to beat the Mamluks, but the Mamluks really held out strong for quite a while. Persia's huge, Timurids are huge, Oirat's huge, but their name's big. Their base tax is crap. Kind of like mine. We have all this space. Look at all this space that we have, and our total base tax is 80. 80 base tax. You compare that to, like, probably, I'd say we probably have less base tax than Naples might even be up there, I don't know. Yeah, maybe not. They've got some pretty low stuff too, but hey, Croatia exists. That's kind of cool. Okay, well, I'm going to take a break here. Let me know what your thoughts are. I know I had a lot of random things to say in this video, and that's fine. This is going to happen occasionally, so I look forward to seeing you in the next one. See you soon.